got some really cool news for you guys involving cornerback Cameron Kinley. So the Secretary of Defense, the United States Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, and the Navy is allowing him to play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Something you don't really see that often, Mario. I know the military does offer you can still play sports in there, but you don't really see it's not very often that you see professional athletes still enlisted in the military, which I find very, very cool. Which, by the way, before I continue, salute to Cameron Kinley. Thank you for serving our country. Um, Very, very brave thing to do. Um, this actually comes after Kinley's request to delay his Navy commission to play in the NFL, which, by the way, was initially denied. And the Department of the Navy enlisted Kinley in the Inactive Ready Reserve for, quote, the duration of his football career. So whenever he's done with his football career, most likely he'll go on active duty or whatever. And I have a quote from Lloyd Austin, who is the United States Secretary of Defense. He said, and I quote, upon completion of his playing time, we look forward to welcoming him back inside the ranks as a naval officer. In the meantime, we know Cameron will take every opportunity on and off the field to oblige, represent the Navy and the military to the American people to assist us in our recruiting efforts. I applaud Navy leadership for finding this way to showcase both Cameron's athletic prowess as well as the quality and professionalism of all of our student athletes and our personnel. And I have a quote from Cameron Kinley himself. He says, and I quote, I am extremely appreciative of Secretary Austin's decision, and I am excited to represent our fine military in the National Football League. This past month has been very challenging, and I am thankful to everyone who has supported me in any way. And yeah, that's really it. And I have a statement from President Biden himself. He says, and I quote, I am confident that Cameron will represent the Navy well in the NFL, just as he did as a standout athlete and class president at the Naval Academy. After his NFL career is over, he will continue to make us proud as an officer in the United States Navy. So I'll let you start up with this first, Mario. But before I do, this article was written by ESPN. So your thoughts on Cameron Kinley going to the NFL and still representing the Navy in the process?
Well, first, salute to Cameron Kinley for being part of the Navy. Obviously, I got a lot of respect for NFL players who are also military members. I got a lot of respect for them. And it's a different route. Because a lot of them go to college, but the Navy, again, they go to the Navy and they end up getting their education over there, and they end up also being part of that military. So I give him a lot of respect. There is a statement from him right here. It's a Twitter statement. I'm gonna try to read it as fast as I can. But it is from him. He said, and I quote, today I was informed the Secretary of Defense will be allowing me to continue my journey with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and attend training camp at the end of this month. I am extremely appreciative of Secretary Austin's decision, and I am excited to represent our fine military in the National Football League. This past month has been very challenging, and I am thankful for everyone who has supported me in any way. Sometimes in life, God tells us to be still. We do not always understand what he is trying to show us, but he always has an ultimate plan. The most valuable lesson I've learned throughout this whole process is to trust his timing and remain confident in the fact that God will always prevail. Thank you to my village for standing beside me. Without my family and close friends, there is no way I would be where I am today. I would like to give a special thanks to my agency, Divine Sports and Entertainment, for their tireless efforts to work through the situation. Not only have they done a great job representing me, but Michael Desane and Ryan Williams Jenkins made sure to check on me and ensure that I was keeping my head up. I would also like to say thank you to DeMarcus Smith, Joe Briggs, and the NFLPA, the NFL League's office, Senator Marco Rubio, Representative John Garamendi, Representative Austin Scott, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Inc., various USNA alumni, and many others for their efforts. Also, I'd like to extend my gratitude to all media outlets who reach out to help share my story. Lastly, thank you to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization for believing in me and remaining patient with me throughout this process. I am excited to get back to work in Tampa Bay with my teammates. So overall, Nate, I mean, this is something very, very rare. You don't hear about this a lot, Usually when players get into the NFL, they gotta finish what they started with the Navy before they can start playing. I remember the Vikings had a snapper named Austin Cutting, I think it was Austin Cutter, Austin Cutting. But I remember he also had to he was part of the military. He also had to finish his requirements for the military, but he was able to come back for the season. He's no longer with the team, but overall, I remember that. This is very rare to hear about, but you know what? I mean, hopefully this encourages a lot of other NFL military players to do the same thing. You know, obviously it was something that I did read. It was something that was again something that was very stressful for him, and it was something that he was having trouble with, but he kept his head high. Again, he's a very religious person, so he had faith in God, and God prevailed in His word. So overall, Nate, I do wish him the absolute best of luck. Again, respect to everybody who was able to help him be able to play football. Respect to everybody who's in that statement, you know. And overall, Nate, I do wish him the best of luck with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm just glad that they gave him the chance to play, and not only that, that he's still with the Navy. So with that being said, respect to him. Thank you for serving our country. Respect, and best of luck to you in the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Best of luck to Cameron Kinley in the NFL, and again, salute to you. Thank you for serving our country. Obviously, serving in the military is one of the bravest things anybody can do, if not the bravest thing anybody can do. Not everybody's willing to sacrifice their lives for an entire country of people. But to everybody that does, again, thank you guys. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. But for
Right.
Cameron Kinley to do that and play in the NFL, it's something you don't really see all that often. The only other athlete that I can think of off the top of my head that actually did this for a certain period of time was David Robinson of the Spurs. Before he played in the NBA back in the 80s and 90s, he was actually in the Navy or in the military. Right? I don't remember what part of the military he was in, but I know he did serve. By the way, salute to him as well.
Right. Wasn't Ted Williams part of the military too while he was playing?
Well, yeah, Ted Williams served in World War II before he went back to the Sox too. Yeah. But yeah, you don't really see athletes do this all that often, and because when it comes to the military, Mario, it's a huge commitment.
Right.
When you
It's a big
serve in the military,
responsibility too.
yeah, exactly. And I have a lot of family, who served in the military. My mom served for quite a long time. My brother Jeff, he served in the military for quite a long time. He retired from it back in 2016. My sister served. I have a lot of family who served in the military, and it does have an effect on you for the rest of your life, especially when you leave it. So serving in the military, it's not easy. Let's just say that. Physically and mentally, it's just not easy. So it's definitely a very brave thing to do. So with that being said, the Cameron Kinley, I haven't seen him play football, but if he made it to the Buccaneers, and I reckon that he's a good player. So we'll see how it fans out. He's playing with the defending champion, so best of luck to him. And again, to anybody that serves in the United States military, thank you guys so much for your service.